gas roller. Find yourself on top of a hill.
Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We're going to be doing a quick video on one of the storage solutions for Middara. Middara is an immense game, and I've had a few people email me asking how do I plan on storing this game, because it comes in a big box, but inside the box there really isn't much of a storage solution. If you've seen all the unboxing videos out there, you've noticed they don't really have an insert to hold the massive amount of stuff that this game has. So I want to demonstrate to you my storage solution. I just put the instructions on top. What this storage solution is it's called the Art Bin Super Satchel Deluxe. I was able to find this at my local hobby store. I've got actually a few of these, and I use these very common for dungeon crawls because they do usually come with a lot of stuff. As you can tell on the top, it opens up and it has all my miniatures. So all the smaller miniatures are going to be right on top. I've got our cave sickles, our starting characters, and if you notice I haven't painted up everything, I'm slowly working through it as I go. Now we also have up here a pencil, some of the expansion stuff are up here, and some of the hidden cards are up here. I haven't opened any of them because we haven't been told to. So that is the top layer of this Super Satchel Deluxe. Also we have our dice down here. Now underneath it we have our books. So all our books are in here. So they can, I'll just move them to the side for right now, but our adventure book and everything fits in there. Now I had to put the tarot size cards in here as well. And as you can see, I have a few of my things that are going to hold our tokens. Now these are the most used tokens during the game that could be, so I make sure to put them in these smaller compartments. Now we have all our combatants and heroes and everything right up here, plus our large hidden deck is up there. And also we have the tiles. All these fit right in here underneath. So we're going to go ahead and put this back. And we're going to move on to the next part. Now the cool thing about this thing, it gets even better. Yeah, how can it get better? Oh, let me show you. So the ones that we don't use very often, I have on the side. These are all the tokens that we don't use all that often or are used during setup. I've gone ahead and put them on the side here. So we have those tokens on this side, and then over here I have all the rings that we use, and also I have a lot of the terrain features that we're going to be placing down on the tiles. So this is how I store Middara. I know there's a lot of clinking and clanking, I apologize. Now as you saw, there's a lot of stuff in here, but there weren't any cards. Where do I keep my cards? Well, that's a great question. So I have these things. These are called super stackers, and they're pretty sweet. They're right here. It says super stacker, ideal for storing crayons, cards, chalk, and we know cards is right on there. I've actually divided up, so I've got a lot of, each one of these has something different in it. So here's our mundane consumables. These are going to be our ability cards. They all fit in here really well. Here's our mundane items. And so after you get all these out here, what I do is I just put this in the back with the rest of my games, and I just store it just like that in the back. And we have everything we need. Now the only thing I'm not able to get in this thing are some of the bigger miniatures. Now what do I do with these bigger miniatures, you're wondering? Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you. So these miniatures are actually going to be too big to fit inside that box. So my wife has been wonderful enough to let me have a curio cabinet down in the basement where I can actually put some of the painted miniatures I've been working on and that I really like. So I'm planning to put a lot of the bigger miniatures from Middara right up on top of there. I know not everybody's going to have that option, but even just getting a shelf you could put them on, that'd be kind of neat. So as you paint them up, or even if you don't want to paint them up, you just want to hang out with them, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to put them up here, and that way they're going to be kind of in the same area as some of the other things I've worked on, like my Myth and Kingdom Death and some of my Warhammer miniatures. So that's where I'm planning to put the bigger miniatures. So a different option you have with the Super Satchels, if you want to leave the books on like a bookshelf or something, which I think would be pretty cool, you can actually use the entire space on the bottom to hold all those super stackers. So as you can see, I've got one of the things up there with some of the cards, but then these will all really fit nicely in here. So they all fit right down in here. This thing slides in just like that. This guy will go right in there like that, and ta-da. This thing all clips in just like that. So that's another way you could use it as well in case you just want to store the books in a different place. It stores everything from the game except for those bigger miniatures. So there you go. There's one way to store Middara. At least this is the way I'm going to do it. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other ways to do it, and I'm sure they're going to be a lot more clever than my way. But I'm going to make sure in the description below to put a link to where some possible ways to find this Art Bin Super Satchel Deluxe and those Super Stacker things that hold all my cards. I hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, hit subscribe, all that fun stuff. But please, in the comments below, feel free to tell me what you think about this storage solution. And if you have any ideas on other storage solutions to help out those that are going to be getting Middara soon or have already received it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, I hope you will meet me at the table.